on. And what I'd love for us to do is begin in a cross-legged seated position. Today we'll start with alternate nostril breathing, which is just a calming breath. And what we're going to do is use one of our fingers between the index finger and thumb to close off the nostril so that we can breathe just in through one side. And then we can close off the nostril and breathe out through the other. Alternate nostril breathing has a balancing effect. It's also wonderful for the nervous system. So when we're in fight and flight or feeling our nervous system is kind of like, really acting up, feeling stressed, we can do alternate nostril breathing to bring us into a feeling of being more calm, right? At ease, rest, and digest. So what I encourage you guys to do is let's just begin by taking a moment to have your palms face down, to close your eyes, and I'd love for you just to take a moment to notice how you're feeling in your body, how you're feeling in your mind, how you feel emotionally, even taking a moment to note how you feel in your soul or your spirit. The yoga practice has an amazing way of moving us from dis-ease towards ease. So I'd love for you to notice today if there's a dis-ease within a pose that we practice. If a posture feels like it's hard to breathe in or to be present in, if it's causing tension or causing you to feel strained, I invite you to utilize your breath and knowing that at any time you can adjust a position to find more ease. So let's set the intention that this practice is an opportunity for us to move from dis-ease to ease. Let's begin to bring into your mind a memory of feeling at ease. Maybe you were on a vacation, laying in a hammock, lying on a beach, or walking in a forest. Maybe it's just the comfort of your own bed. Just bring into your mind a memory of ease. Now with that feeling of ease on your mind, start to deepen your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. And if you'd like to take a few cleansing breaths, you can sigh out with the exhale. Doing a few cycles of those cleansing breaths can be great for just kind of shifting out any energy that you're ready to set down. One more time, breathe in. And cleansing exhale out. Now we'll start our alternate nostril breathing. Take your right hand towards your face and close your left nostril off with your index finger. Take a breath in through the right nostril only. Now close your right nostril and exhale through your left side. Inhale through the left nostril. Exhale through the right. Breathing in through the right nostril. And exhaling left. Now begin to go at your own pace. And if at any time you feel like strained or claustrophobic, or if it feels weird, you can always set it down and breathe naturally. Invite in some ease as you alternate from right to left, breathing easy, slowing down your breath. Do one more inhale and one more exhale. And relax your hands on the top of your knees. Eyes closed, breathe in and breathe out. Now we'll open our eyes gently and find our way into a comfortable child's pose. In child's pose, we can start with our knees as wide as the outsides of the mat and bringing your big toes together. Sit your hips back towards your heels and stretch your arms long in front of you. And allow your forehead to rest calmly on your mat. Reaching fingertips long, stretching through the spine. Begin to slowly walk your hands off your yoga mat towards the right. Try not to go so far off the right where it's a really deep stretch, but I encourage you to go just till your palms are stacked one on top of the other on the right side edge of your mat. And then sink your hips back towards your left heel, and forehead can rest down on the mat or yoga block. We'll breathe here a few cycles of breath. Then walk your hands back to the center of the mat. Then bring your hands just to the left side edge of your mat, placing the right hand on top, and sink your hips back a little more towards your right heel. Allow your forehead to come down towards the mat, and breathing gently into the side stretch. And then walking your hands back towards the center line of your mat. With an inhalation, rise up slowly into a tabletop position. Cow and cat pose will be next. On the inhale, drop the navel down towards the mat, tailbone lifts high and gazing forward for cow pose. Exhale, round through your back, gaze towards your navel for a cat stretch. Inhale to cow pose. Exhale for cat. Deeply breathe in, moving to cow. Exhale for cat. 2 more rounds at your own pace. And coming back to a neutral position, walk your hands forward about another foot. Downward facing dog is next. Reaching the seat to the sky. And in downward facing dog, you can pedal out your feet. You can sway your hips gently from side to side. Please feel free to take a little bit shorter downward facing dog if you feel any pressure in your wrists. You could also take a little bit longer downward facing dog if that feels good tonight. Take your right leg and stretch it up to the sky. And step your right foot forward between your palms, coming into a low lunge. Right hand will reach up to the sky, taking a low lunge twist. And from there, release the right hand down towards your mat and stepping back, downward facing dog. Gently come down into a tabletop position. Once you're in tabletop pose, and move into threading the needles. So send your right hand to the sky with an inhale. Take your right arm and thread it underneath, placing your right shoulder and temple on your mat. Left hand could stretch long in front of you, or if you'd like to, you can wrap your left arm behind your back. Close your eyes and begin to count out your breath. Breathing in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more cycles on your own. And then slide your left hand under your shoulder. Press into the left palm, sweeping the right hand high, placing the right hand down. 3 cycles of cow and cat pose at your own pace. Breathing in for cow. Exhaling for cat. Come back to a neutral position. Walk your hands forward and prepare for downward facing dog. This will be our last downward facing dog of this practice. The remaining class will be seated or lying. So just take a moment to reach your hips up and let your head be below your heart. And send your left leg high to the sky. And when you exhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Low lunge twist, left hand will reach up high to the sky, broadening across the arms. And then hand releasing down towards the mat. And then gently step back to downward dog and then take the knees to the mat. Tabletop position, moving into threading the needle. Send your left hand high with your inhale. Left arm will thread underneath and place your left shoulder and temple on the mat. Begin to count to 4 as you inhale. Counting to 4 as you exhale. Allow your mind to stay focused on counting out the length of the breath. As your mind focuses on your breath and counting out, stretching out the length, begin to shift our mind's focus to the present moment. Slide the right hand back under the shoulder and slowly slide your left arm forward and up, and then come back to tabletop position. Walk your hands forward a little bit more and take the knees back. We're going to lower ourselves down onto our forearms and then come down slowly to your abdomen is touching the mat. Sphinx Pose is next. In Sphinx Pose, you can slide your elbows further forward if you feel any tenderness through your low back. The elbows are about shoulder distance apart, palms flat, forearms are making a number 11 shape on your mat. I encourage you to look slightly down, gazing into the space between your thumbs on your yoga mat, keeping the back of the neck long, reaching up through the top of your head. Press the tops of your feet down into the mat, maybe even trying to lift your lower abdomen upward. Now that we have the position, the alignment of the pose, I invite you to pay attention to your breath again. Counting to 4 as you inhale, stretching the exhale out to the count of 4. Take one more breath in. And with the exhalation, we'll lie down onto our mats. Bend your elbows, stack one hand on top of the other, and then lay your cheek that feels comfortable on the back of your hands. Close your eyes and allow your heels to drop open. Bring your awareness to your breath. Feel the rise and fall of your back. Notice how your body expands when you inhale, how your body changes shape when you breathe in. Notice the exhalation, the emptying out, the release. Breathing in. And breathing out. And the eyes can open. We'll be moving into a posture called Spatula Pose. We'll start with our left arm so that you guys can see that a little bit better. But the left arm reaches out as if you're making half of a capital T. Right hand goes under the shoulder, the right elbow is bent. Begin to roll over onto your left arm. Option number one, you can keep your feet stacked. Another option is to bend your right knee and step the foot behind you. Then you can roll a little bit further onto the shoulder. If you happen to have a yoga block nearby, you can place the yoga block underneath your left ear, which I find to be really comfortable when holding this position. You control the intensity of the stretch. Once you find a place of ease in the moment, send your attention to your breath and try to stretch out your inhale to the count of 6. Long 6 count exhale. We're going to roll gently back towards the center. If you're using a yoga block under your ear, slide it over closer to the right side of your mat. Take your right arm out like half of a capital T. Bend your left elbow and place your left palm onto your shoulder. Begin to roll over onto the right arm and shoulder. We can keep our feet stacked or bending your left knee and stepping it behind you. If you feel tenderness in your low back, you may be moving yourself into a bit more of a twist. So I encourage you to let your hips be stacked. Sometimes this pose is also really nice with the knees bent. And then let's come back to our 6 count, inhale and exhale. And we're slowly coming out of the pose, rolling back onto your abdomen. Bending your elbows, stack one hand on top of the other. Rest the opposite cheek of last time. Close your eyes and let your heels drop open. Observe the rise and fall of your breath. Attention starts to draw deeper inward. Our focus is beginning to narrow to the space of just the room that you're in. Feel your attention maybe narrowing your focus to just the space of your yoga mat. Can we narrow the focus down to just the space of the body? Feel your focus reside in the boundary of the body, with awareness in the body, noticing the inner experience. And feel your focus narrow even more to just your breath. Watching and focusing on your inhale. Watching and focusing on your exhale. Then open your eyes slowly and reach your right arm forward and begin to roll yourself onto your right side. Scoot onto your mat, so you may need to adjust a little bit to scoot until you're lying on your back. Once we're comfortably lying on our backs, I'd love for you to take some slow windshield wipers. Your feet are as wide as the edges of the mat, the knees are bent. Begin to slowly windshield wiper your feet your knees side to side. If you find there's one side that you'd like to linger, you can drop your knees maybe to the right, hang out there for a couple of breaths. Then switch to the opposite side. Let the knees drop to the left, hanging out there for a few cycles of breath. And we'll come back to the center. Supported bridge poses next. If you have a yoga block, we'll use our block. If you don't happen to have a yoga block, you could use a firm throw pillow or two. And have the feet hip width apart. Lift your hips up towards the sky and slide your yoga block underneath the small of your back. I invite you to have it on the lower setting so that it's a little bit more relaxing for your low back. The arms can be at your sides, and please feel free to tuck your arms underneath you a little bit. We can keep the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Or if you'd like to, you can stretch the front body by sending one leg long in front of you. You can also send the other leg long, but note if you start to feel uncomfortable in your low back, that we'll do just one leg at a time, or even keep both knees bent, feet on the floor. What's really great about practicing yoga is it's practice. You can try something out, and maybe today it does not feel right, but you never know, next time you come to your mat, it might feel better, or maybe just not for you. Each and every one of us is unique, designed to be unique. And I invite you to come back to your breath, noticing if it's easy to count to 4 as you inhale, or maybe you can go to 6. Stretch out long the exhale. If you happen to have one knee bent and one leg extended out, I invite you to switch sides. So slowly slide the extended leg in. And when you're ready to, you can stretch the other leg long in front of you. Supported bridge pose with one leg or both legs extended stretches the psoas muscle. This is a muscle that remains in flexion a lot in modern life as we're sitting through the day, driving. So here it is not uncommon to feel a little bit uncomfortable as we stretch. But if you feel any pinching or extreme discomfort, always know that we can exit a pose early. If you have both legs extended long, take your time to slide one foot in first, then the other foot slides in. If one leg's extended long, take your time to move that foot inward. Lift your hips up and off your yoga block, setting your block aside, and let your hips come down towards the mat. Take a moment to windshield wiper your knees side to side, releasing through the low back. Supine Pigeon Pose will be next. Keep your left knee on the mat and cross your right ankle over the top of your left thigh, creating a figure 4 shape with your leg. Stay right here with sole of left foot resting on the mat. Or draw your left knee in towards your chest, lifting the sole of the left foot off the ground. We can hold behind your left thigh or even on top of your left shin. Try to relax your upper body, keeping the back of your head resting on the floor, the back of the shoulders relaxed down. Bring your awareness to your face and jaw. Soften your jaw and face. Finding a place of uncomfortable, comfortable. Space between dis-ease and ease, and let your breath move you towards ease. In Supine Pigeon tonight, I invite you to breathe in for the count of 6, breathing out for 6. Or if you're ready to, try for 8, stretching out the breath longer. Slowing down the breath has a calming effect on the nervous system. And we'll slowly release this side. Taking your right leg long in front of you, then take your left leg long, lying completely flat on your mat. Pause and notice how you feel in your body. Observe the after effect of the yoga pose, noticing the difference on the right side and left side. Then begin to bend your knees. Set the ankle of your left leg across the thigh of the right. So left ankle crosses over right knee. Sole of the right foot can stay resting on the mat, or you could draw your right knee into your chest, lifting the foot off the floor. Here we can hold behind the right thigh, or you can take your hands to the top of the shin. Begin to scan the upper body, softening and melting any pockets of tension. Feel your face and your tongue soft. And when you feel ready to, turn your attention to elongating your breath, using counting to 8 or 6 to help stretch out and slow down your breath. Slowly release the sign, unwinding the legs. Send your left leg long, and then send your right leg long, and pause for a moment, lying on your mat, observing the after effect of the pose. Keep your left leg long on your mat, resting there. Draw your right knee in towards your chest and hold on top of your right knee or your right shin. For knee to chest pose, we can start to draw the knee in closer to the chest. This pose, you can control the intensity. I invite you to start in a place where you're feeling sensation. Breathe there, and then you may notice that there's room for you to go just a little bit deeper. Send your awareness to your breath. Knee to chest pose is excellent for aiding digestion. Also helps to massage and release tension in the hip flexor, as well as a massage for the inner organs. Slowly release the right leg long in front of you. Pause for a few moments to feel. Knee to chest pose on the left side is next. Begin to draw your left knee in. You can hold on top of the knee or slide your hands down towards your shin. Begin to draw the left knee straight in towards the chest. It is not uncommon to feel almost a bit of a, not a pinching, but a deep massage to the hip flexor. If it feels to the point of being painful, we always can ease up. If it feels a little uncomfortable, use your breath to help ease the moment. And slowly we'll send the left leg long in front of us. Take a moment to pause, be still, and feel. Happy baby pose will be next. Draw your knees into your chest and bring the soles of your feet to face the ceiling or the sky. You can hold on to your knees, place your hands on the inside of the knees, your shins, or you can reach up and capture the inside or outside edges of your feet. Let your knees be as wide as the outsides of your mat. Press your palms down into the bottoms of the feet. Then push the soles of your feet up towards your hands. Try your best to relax through your face, your jaw, your neck. Eyes can be closed, breathing deeply. This is a really great posture to practice stretching out your breath, starting with a 6 count inhale and exhale, working towards 8 or even stretching it out to 10. If you start to feel strained by this long breath though, remember that there's no goal, there's no competition. Whatever you feel comfortable counting to is perfect today. We'll begin to release the pose. Set your feet onto the floor. Slide your legs out long in front of you and take a moment to rest lying on your mat, legs and arms extended, noticing the after effect of the pose. Observe any areas that feel tingly, warm, or fluid. Yoga postures paired with a focused or meditative mind and deep breathing or pranayama help the flow of life force, energy, prana, or chi in the body. When life force is flowing in the body unblocked, we feel at ease. When the energy flow in the body is blocked or even getting stagnant, we'll feel a sense of dis-ease physically, emotionally, or mentally. Let's go ahead and slide the feet in. Take your arms out like a capital T. Draw the knees in towards the chest and drop your knees all the way to the left side of your mat. If you'd like some more support for your twist, you can place a yoga block between your knees. Close your eyes and allow gravity to assist you in this moment. Begin to imagine the Earth's gravitational pull. Surrender to the pull. Allow yourself to be pulled closer and closer to the Earth. Knees will come back to the center and drop them over to the right side. You can set a yoga block between your knees. And once we're there, bring your awareness back into surrendering and sinking. And slowly we'll come back to the center with the feet. Extending your legs long in front of you. And allow your feet to be wide as the outsides of your mat. Your arms can be at your sides. If you'd feel more comfortable taking a blanket, please feel free to cover yourself so that you feel warm and at ease. You can also cover your eyes with a towel or an eye pillow as we move into our guided rest and deep relaxation. Take a moment to feel your body, noticing the state of your body and how you feel in your mind, your emotional feeling, and how you feel in your spirit, your soul. Set the intention that it's okay to rest. Begin to welcome the state of rest. Feel yourself moving from dis-ease to ease, from busyness to relaxation. Take any adjustments needed to your physical position so that you feel comfortable lying still on your mat. As we move into guided rest, you do not have to do anything. Simply listen to the sound of my voice And allow your mind to journey to each body part as I name it. You can picture the body part or even repeat the name of the body part in your mind, relaxing the body part completely. Feel your body at ease on your mat, relaxing your mind. Bring your mind's focus to the center of your forehead, hollow of your throat, right shoulder joint, right elbow joint, the bend of the right wrist, right thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger, palm of the right hand, back of the hand, bend of the right wrist, right elbow, right shoulder, left shoulder joint, left elbow joint, bend of the left wrist, left thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, pinky finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of the chest, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, center of the chest, space just above the navel, navel center, right hip joint, right knee, right ankle, sole of the right foot, top of the right foot, right toes, right heel, right calf, right glute, left hip joint, left knee, left ankle, sole of the left foot, top of the left foot, left toes, left heel, left calf, left glute, tailbone, navel center, heart center, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, space between the eyebrows. Let your mind rest in the space between the eyebrows. Relax the mind, relax your body. If you'd like to stay longer in your resting pose, please do. If you're ready to exit, allow your body to begin to move in micro movements. Let your body move as it desires to, moving from micro movements to slightly bigger movements. The eyes can remain closed and stretching your arms up and overhead when you're ready to. And then bend your knees and slowly rolling to your right side. Lay your head across your arm lightly Eyes are closed, attention inward. With your eyes remaining closed, we'll slowly come to a cross-legged seat. When you arrive in your cross-legged seat, join your hands together at your heart center. Take a moment to feel the sweetness of your yoga practice in your body, your mind, and soul. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhalation, gently bowing forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me tonight. I hope you guys all feel peaceful and at ease. And I hope to see you next week. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Namaste.